I'm gonna run through everything wrong with the car right now, and that's starting with paint chips. Like, guys, like there are so many paint chips in the car. I know up until a week ago there was only one, and I put a pen to it. But now there's so many that this is the one I put a little paint on. There's just so many that like I just can't. So I'm just gonna get this repainted, and I'm just gonna let the car sit for a while before I go put PPF. So I'm gonna get it repainted, drive the car back, let it sit for 30 days, and then get some PPF, because I mean, I can't build my dream car and have a ridiculous amount of paint chips everywhere. It's just crazy. Outside of that, as you guys know, we got the new air tank in order to fix this lip that's back here. You know, we want this to be flush, and this lip that I just don't like. So after I get the paint and PPF sorted, I'm gonna bring it back to the suspension guys and try to get that dealt with. The final, well, there are two more issues after here. So the final issue is the suspension. The damper isn't quite working. It doesn't rotate left or right. It's just stuck. So I'm actually talking Curio Garage. I don't know what the plan is there. They think that's going to be another knob will fix the problem, but I don't think the knob is the issue. I think something mechanically is just going on there. And there's also the back. The trunk lid doesn't quite work every single time I open the trunk. It results in me having to pretty much use like a knife or a fork or something to move the lever back in place so it latches. And in order to get that fixed, you have to run a cable through this area. So I kind of think that was the big drawback, humongous drawback, putting the air suspension in that spot, because it seems that more than a few of the repairs to the car, you end up having to run things through that cubby area. And because the air suspension is back there, I'm sure a lot of people aren't going to want to touch that area. So hopefully, I talked to the guys at Curio Garage, bringing the car back to get the suspension set up finished. And while that stuff is open, we'll try to get the new latch for the trunk release ran through the car, and possibly add a backup camera. I have two more issues. So if you guys can see here, the fitment here is super tight. And it just seems that we were getting a little bit of rubbing here. So we actually have a little bit of paint coming off there, and you can see the rubbing in this area. And also, whenever you look at how flush this is, I think that maybe this whole thing might need to be taken off and repainted, because it's not super flush, and I think that's what's causing that issue. Like if you rub your hand here, your finger will get kind of caught, whereas if you do it on the other side, it's just nice and smooth. You never have that problem. So there's that. And then there are the door sills. We're losing a little bit of paint here. It's kind of good on this side. What's not good is on the other side. And you can kind of see how it kind of seems like a major big deal. Let's get that sorted. So I think, a significant amount might have to be repainted. We'll see what Checho says. He's always been really fair. Of course, with the paint chips and the front fender, I'm of course going to pay for that, because that's no fault of Checho's that's happening. But the other paint stuff, I kind of think, it kind of sucks, and I'm sure this is why people don't really do custom work that often, because there's the chance that it needs to come back. But I think those are kind of on him. But we'll see what happens. I mean, if he says, he needs a fee, As long as it's reasonable, well, let's get it done. Because, again, it's been super fair to me this entire process.
2 weeks later.
Bumper has been resprayed. Got my handy-dandy painter's tape in the hand to protect the bumper on the way home. Let's go get the car. Hello. Pretty good yourself?
Is it okay if I cancel this? I gotta pick up my girlfriend.
That's fine.
I didn't know you were going this far. I'm so sorry.
All right. You said you're gonna cancel it?
Yeah, I'll cancel. So.
All right. Let's try that again. All right. We are good to go. All right. Just got back. Just gonna remove this tape now. I'm not quite sure if I could leave it on the car. What do you guys think? Have you guys done this before? I think I'm just gonna be cautious and take it off. I did a quick Google search and couldn't really find anything definitive, but you know, let me just take the safe approach and let the car sit. I'm out here editing the video that you guys are watching right now. It's a little shorter, and that's because, I mean, it's been a crazy 2 months, and the next video is going to talk a lot about that. I mean, the car got hit, we brought the car in for PPF, and some crazy things happened to the spoiler. I mean, there's just so much, and when I was editing that video, I realized that I really wasn't using any of this footage, and that it has some value. So I'm just going to put this up, and then in the next couple days, hopefully no longer than a week, you guys will see the full video that kind of, you know, talks about everything. But yeah, I mean, thank you guys for watching. Sorry for it taking 2 months to get this out, but I'll see you in the next one.